The rise of newspapers shaping public opinion in modern media. Long before the advent of the internet, television, and even radio, there existed a revolutionary force, one that would change the course of history and become the dominant means of communication for decades: the newspaper. This seemingly simple form of printed media would come to define how entire populations received their information. It was more than just ink on paper. It was the engine that drove public discourse, shaped worldviews, and, in many ways, laid the groundwork for the society we know today. A far more tangible medium served as the heartbeat of information: the newspaper. For centuries, news had been conveyed by word of mouth, letters, and occasional broadsheets, but the newspaper revolutionized how society consumed knowledge. The rise of the newspaper industry marked the beginning of mass media, connecting people not only with local happenings but also with events occurring on the other side of the globe. Imagine a world where, for the first time, people in London, Paris, or New York could open a paper in the morning and read about political debates, scientific advancements, or even wars happening far beyond their city's borders. This connectivity of thought, of culture, and of politics changed the very fabric of societies.
The 19th century was a time of revolution, one not fought with swords or guns, but with ink and ideas. This was the dawn of the newspaper, where the printed word electrified the masses and ignited the flame of modern media. A simple sheet of paper transformed into a powerful force, shaping not only the minds of individuals, but the very course of history.
Newspapers did more than inform. They wielded incredible power. These weren't just sheets of paper. They were instruments of influence. Editors and publishers soon realized the sway their words had, shaping public sentiment, sparking movements, and even pushing governments to act. Newspapers became the beating heart of society, with every edition capable of stirring a revolution or quelling a storm. Among the giants of the newspaper world, one name stood out: the New York Times. Founded in 1851, it swiftly built a reputation for its rigorous commitment to truth, even when the truth was uncomfortable. Its iconic motto, "All the news that's fit to print," wasn't just a tagline, it was a promise. While others chased sensationalism, the New York Times chose the high road: accurate, unbiased reporting. In a time when news could shape nations, it became a trusted guide for millions. The rise of newspapers didn't just bring the news, it empowered an informed public. Suddenly, the people had a voice, a chance to engage with the issues that shaped their lives. The newspaper laid the foundation for the democratic ideals we hold today, a society where information is accessible and everyone has a chance to be heard. Through eras of unprecedented change, one name has stood as a pillar of journalistic integrity: the New York Times. From the Civil War to the Information Age, this venerable institution has not only chronicled the world's history, but has also shaped it. The paper's journey from a modest publication to a global media titan is as much a story of evolution as it is of steadfast commitment to the truth. From its earliest days, the New York Times faced challenges that could have easily brought it down. During the Civil War, it earned its reputation for rigorous reporting and unbiased coverage, a commitment that would help it survive in a media landscape increasingly driven by sensationalism. When its competitors dove into the fray of yellow journalism, blaring scandalous headlines, the Times stood firm, guided by its motto, "All the news that's fit to print." In a world where attention was won with exaggeration and drama, the Times refused to bend. Its pursuit of truth was not always glamorous, but it won the loyalty of readers who sought accuracy over excitement. From its humble beginnings in the 19th century to its digital dominance in the 21st, the New York Times has remained more than a newspaper. It has become an institution, a trusted source for millions, a voice for truth, and a defender of democracy. As it continues to adapt, the core mission stays the same: delivering news that matters, shaping the world's understanding of itself, and ensuring that the truth, no matter how difficult, always finds its way to the public. The story of the New York Times is far from over. As long as there is truth to be told, it will continue to tell it. Thank you for reaching this far. Now let's proceed to fun facts about newspaper. Hey there, news junkies and trivia lovers. Did you know that newspapers were basically the original social media? Yeah, before tweets, likes, and viral memes, people got their daily dose of drama, gossip, and catastrophic weather reports through good old-fashioned ink and paper. So let's dive into some fun facts about newspapers that'll make you say, "No way," or at least chuckle. First up, did you know the term deadline came from war? During the American Civil War, a deadline was literally a line in a military prison camp that you didn't want to cross, unless you liked the idea of, well, not being alive anymore. Fast forward to today, and deadlines are just as deadly. But this time, it's your editor's wrath you're dodging. Now, let's talk about paperboys, the original influencers. These little guys were like walking, talking Twitter feeds. And if you thought your first job was rough, imagine waking up at 4 a.m., hauling a sack full of newspapers, and running after carriages in all kinds of weather. No tweets for them, just sore feet. So there you have it. Newspapers may seem like relics today, but they've given us a lot more than just yesterday's news. They've shaped history, language, and even a few good laughs along the way. So next time you see one, take a moment to appreciate the OG media platform. Who knows, maybe it'll go viral again, just like Paperboys did. Seriously though, who's got room for a 13-foot comic strip? Now that's a good way to end this video.